Hey guys, Matthew here from WRS Colt. I'm so excited because I've just dropped back down to flat four, and I've just had the car get some new upgrades, and I'm just right back here from the tuner. So I'm going to go in right now. You get to experience what it's like picking up the brand new, well, not say brand new car, but brand new mods on the car. And here he is. Hey Kyle.
Morning,
Hey
mate.
man.
How are we?
Yeah, good. I'm super excited to be here to pick up the car.
Yep.
This has been a really long journey. So just so everybody knows, Kyle from Flat 4 on the Gold Coast here has done all the work for me over really the last year since I bought the car brand new.
We started this mid-COVID.
Mid-COVID, yeah.
It was mid-COVID. Border lockdowns, everything. This thing's
We had a lot of challenges.
Snuck across the border a couple of times.
Yeah, we did.
We've exploited some border passes, getting this thing to and from the tuners.
Yeah, exactly. Because I'm over in New South Wales and Kyle is in Queensland. Of course, they had the big the Nazi border closure and what have you. So let's. I want to talk about really what mods have been done to date, because this has been a progression. I've actually now done over the past year 3 dyno tunes. So it's kind of like 3 stages, hasn't it?
Yeah.
And in fact, I remember when I first spoke to you, I was like, oh, let's just start with this, and then we go, oh, a little bit more, then we go a little bit more, and I can tell you,
It's always the case, isn't it?
yeah, it's been worth every single penny, of course. The first lot of mods, Kyle, if you remember, was definitely was the air intake.
Yep.
We'll just have a quick look here. So we had the Cobb air intake, and this is a beautiful carbon fibre, which I've shown a million times, but it looks awesome. I think we also had the NVIDIA R400 exhaust, Kyle.
Yep, we had the exhaust.
Which of course probably puts the biggest grin on your face because it just sounds awesome.
Best bang for buck.
Yeah, it's just, if you're going to spend any money at all, it's going to be NVIDIA R400 exhaust for sure.
Yep.
That's going to be a big smile on the dial. And then I think the other thing was, Kyle, we have the GFB
Blow valve.
blow valve
Yep.
right there, which is really cool. And I also did some dress parts as well, like this Cobb alternator cover as well. What else is there? Oh yeah, the Cobb oil catch separator, the oil
Catch can?
Catch
yeah,
can.
Yep. So hidden away up in here is the Cobb catch can system. So really discreet unit, but serves a really good purpose in these modified engines to keep them lasting.
Right, and there was something turbo smart there.
Yeah. So that's the fueling system's all sort of tucked away down in here. We've got the flex fuel system on this now.
The flex fuel system,
so
which I
ethanol
always forget
content sensors down in here, and we've got the turbo smart fuel pressure regulator. Remember we had that issue with the fuel stumble on the stock fueling system, so that alleviated that issue, and it sort of gave us the tunability to.
And we've got bigger injectors.
Yep, bigger injectors. Still an intake fuel pump. We didn't have to go anything too crazy up the back. So intake fuel pump and the ID 1050X injectors here to run the E85 fuel through them.
Okay. Now that has been up until really today. Those are the mods, and I would say what was the power output? Do you remember? It was 245.
245 kilowatts on E85.
On E85, yeah, that was the mods to date. Keep in mind, what's the general power output from standards, like 170?
Something.
So let's say about 170 kilowatts at the wheels, stock standard, as I got it. Those mods that we just spoke about took it up to 245 kilowatts with the E85 fuel. And E85, from what I understand, Kyle, it could be 20 to 30 kilowatts at the wheels. That's so much difference, yes?
Extra, yeah.
Which is nuts. Why would you have anything else but E85 in the car?
Yep.
If you can find it, it is actually quite difficult to find. Not many people supply E85. But, so Kyle, tell us, today, what have you installed now?
Yeah, so this was the last step on this motor, was the upgrade of the turbo. So we've gone from a VF48 to the Garrett 3071R. So that's a customized turbo from S&J Automotive down in Adelaide. Now they've developed this turbo specifically for these 2.5 litre STI motors. Great performance in terms of a stock engine, stock block, stock heads. We've got some really good numbers out of this thing. It comes on strong and it keeps going through, but they're still sort of within that safe range of the stock motor.
Okay.
We've coupled that also with this very limited and hard to find PWR top mount intercooler.
Wow.
This is quite a new product from the PWR range. We teamed up with S&J to get some of these intercoolers made, and they had one of these already in production as a bit of a concept.
Okay.
But S&J Automotive down in Adelaide, again, they're pushing the boundaries all the time with new tech. So.
And just to recap there,
Yeah.
you talked about S&J Automotive, who are based out of Adelaide, but
Adelaide.
you're based in the
Gold
Gold
Coast,
Coast. So how
Queensland.
does that work?
Yeah. So S&J Automotive, obviously down in Adelaide, we trust them with all of our tuning. So they come up every sort of 6 to 8 weeks. We fit and supply all the modifications here. We look after your car, the nuts and bolts, and then Sean and the team from S&J come up and put the finishing touches in terms of tuning on these cars and get these great power results that we're seeing out of these motors.
And I think the reason why that is so important is because S&J have been around for really decades now, right?
Well,
And
they've
they
been
are
around.
specialists
They've
in
been around
Subaru.
since the WX came out. So
Yeah.
I think over 20 years experience. They've been in and out of every model Subaru and pretty much done every modification that there is. So
Okay. So
yeah,
that's why that's so important.
yeah, for sure.
So talk to me though about this PWR intercooler car, because my understanding is they're not everywhere. They're fairly new.
Yeah. So they are a very new product. PWR is an Australian-based cooling company and a manufacturing and fabrication brand. So they've got contracts with the likes of V8 supercars. They do a lot of motorsport across the world.
Okay.
NASCAR, sprint cars, drag cars. They've also got an aerospace division. So they're based just up the highway here in Yatala, and they've got a headquarters where they do.
Hey, it's a quick postie stop.
Anything special today?
So you take the post. Which this is actually amazing because these guys are doing technology research with aerospace and to be affiliated with NASCAR, V8 supercars. So these guys obviously know what they're doing. Now I was talking to Kyle earlier as to what is really, well, you can tell us, Kyle.
Yep.
What is the difference between this particular intercooler compared to the stock standard STI intercooler?
Yes, the PWR intercooler is larger than the factory STI intercooler. The design as well, with the intake on the front of it and the cooling system, gives us a lot lower IATs when under sort of hard driving and boost. So they're a great upgrade from stock. They will support a lot of horsepower, and you've got that PWR build quality as well. So I mean, the company's heavily involved in all forms of motorsport, so we trust these products.
So if someone wants to get this PWR intercooler, they come to you?
Yeah, they're a bespoke item at the moment. So if you want one of these PWR intercoolers on your V8 STI, so that's 2014 through to 2021, get in touch with us and we can organise one for you.
Okay, awesome. Now, what you guys are dying to know is, Matt, how much moolah have I spent on this car since brand new? So let me just go back a bit. The car brand new from Subaru was about 67, I think at the time, 67,000. To date, and this is of course over a year, and don't forget I've done now 3 separate stages. I actually tallied it up the other day. Total modification cost $20,000, nearly $20,000 on the dot actually. So that's the sort of money that you need to spend to get this type of upgrades and performance. Now on performance, what is now the new performance with the new Garrett Turbo and the new PWR intercooler?
Yeah, so on E85 at 17 PSI, we've now seen 285 kilowatt out of this motor. So that is a stock bottom end, unopened motor.
Right.
285 kilowatt.
Now guys, I haven't driven the car yet, so what we're going to do now, I think we'll cut this video.
Yep.
We will jump in the car and let's get my first reactions to driving with the Garrett and the PWR intercooler at 285 kilowatts.
Let's go.